She looks so gross, guys.
I look so bad.
You look nasty. I was like, oh,
thank you, Derek. Gross and nasty. Thank you.
I was like, look at that flesh. Oof. I'm like, I'm sleeping on the other bed tonight. Just kidding, guys.
I had a 2nd degree tear. Summer, I had a 1st degree tear, 2nd degree tear for autumn. And then, but the doctor was really good. He stitched me out real well. Derek Dashner. I don't want to say the word, but it broke loose. I was like, I am ready to have the epic. What?
You always just go on.
Hey guys.
What's up? It's always with the hey guys. It's the opening to like 95% of our videos.
Yeah. I want to talk to you a little bit about our birth story. If you know us from Facebook and you're watching this, you know we did do a lot of lives on Facebook, and we did update you a lot more, I feel like, on Facebook than we have been on YouTube. So we figured we'll just speak a little bit more about the birth of our daughter Autumn, just to fill in the gaps a little bit.
Kind of, yeah, as you were saying. Yeah, this is kind of just like our little informational session, little storytelling of, you know, how Autumn came into this world.
Yeah.
And, you know, our YouTube audience, we really appreciate you sticking with us. We've been hearing you guys that, you know, we've been focusing a lot on Facebook. So, you know, YouTube, obviously you mean just as much to us. So,
yeah.
Here we go. This is exclusive.
Exclusive.
All right. Yeah. So here we are.
So you guys know already, if we haven't told you, the first few months of, and by the way, Autumn is right there. So hopefully she stays asleep for this. I doubt it, because she's making noises.
She's cooing. She's doing her thing.
But anyway, let's at least we can get a little bit done before I have to pick her up. But you guys know the first 4 months of my pregnancy, obviously the whole 9 months, I had hyperemesis gravidarum, but the first 4 months I was in and out of the hospital a lot, so we didn't post at all. We were basically missing, gone from social media. And so that happened. I came home, and then Derek was basically taking care of me the whole time.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, I mean, for me, like, yeah, my heart went out to Ruth because, well, a few things in that respect. Like, one, watching her suffer like that in bed was like, I mean, it was horrible for her, but it was horrible for me too. Like, I couldn't experience what she experienced. I couldn't imagine being in her shoes. Like, I don't know how you women do it, how you ladies give birth, pregnancy, and everything. I mean, even if you don't have hyperemesis, like, I mean, it's just such a...
Let me get her. Sorry, guys. Here she is. She did not...
Yeah. We were not going to get through this video without her doing that, which is fine though, because I'm sure you guys like to see her anyway. She's very soothing, very cute. Isn't she adorable? She's a little chubby though, guys. You might not notice. You don't see her legs, but her legs are a little chubby.
Chubby baby.
Chubby legs, so cute.
I love it.
So yeah, where was I? Yeah, so what I was going to say is, like, ladies, women, females, like, even if you're fortunate to have a pregnancy with no issues whatsoever, like... Well, obviously she has hyperemesis. There are other complications and issues you could go through.
Right.
I don't know how you all do it. Hats off to you.
Yeah.
I give you guys credit because I just couldn't do it. I don't know. I've taken some hard hits in life. I've suffered some, like, you know, sickness and bruises, some pretty tough hits. But I don't know. It's just something that I give you all credit for. So having said that, you know, taking care of Ruth, like, hand and foot, I didn't have a problem with. Like, it really was. Like, you know, I was pretty much at her every whim. She, you know, her... cravings changed a lot, so one day it might be this type of beverage, another day might be this type, certain foods, and whatever.
And this was later on in my pregnancy, because the first few months really I wasn't able to eat or drink.
Yeah,
so
that's
that was
very true.
basically what put me in the hospital.
Yeah.
I had to go get IVs and stuff. So let's just fast forward all the way to the end of the pregnancy. Now I'm like around 34 weeks, I'm ready to be done with pregnancy.
Now we're in August.
I'm literally begging Derek. I'm like, I just want this baby out right now. Like, I'm ready for it to be out. So I went on my 37 appointment, and 36 weeks, and I told my doctor, I'm like, how fast can we get her out? Because I really don't want to wait till 40 weeks, which he was, you know, he said maybe I should probably wait till 40 weeks or whatever. And I was like, I don't think it can last that long. I was ready yesterday to have the baby. So anyway, my last pregnancy was Summer. I don't know if you guys knew this. Towards my end of my pregnancy, after I had had hyperemesis with her, I started getting itchiness on my skin, and it ended up being a pops, and then cholestasis. So that was, you know, obviously you guys know it's really dangerous for women to have that. So I had to be induced. So with this baby as well, with Autumn, I started having the itchiness, and I knew immediately I needed to get a blood test. just in case I'm getting that again, because obviously the POPs was one of the worst things to experience. You literally feel like you're burning inside out, like it's your skin is so itchy, and I was raw, like I itched myself raw, like scratch myself raw. It was really uncontrollable, like it's just pain and suffering basically.
It was very debilitating.
It was very debilitating. So I was like, I am not going to go through this again. So we called my doctor, and then we went in. Actually, they let him come in, even though it's COVID. We did a blood test and monitored the baby. And then our blood test came back, my bile was really high, so obviously it was a sign of cholestasis. So they had to get a baby out. So I think we got that text or that call from the doctor when we went to the salt cave thing, remember?
Yeah.
When we went to that salt cave thing in Huntington, we got the call
yes, we did. Now I remember. Yeah.
It's like,
I know.
what?
There was so many things happened.
A lot of things happened.
Forgot. It was very wishy-washy.
Yeah.
Plus, it was compounded with the fact that, me with school, going on parental leave, there's a little process to go through. So I was like, all right, when is she going to give birth? Am I going back to school? Am I going to have to leave? And, so with her pregnancy and that and everything else going on.
What happened? So anyway, we got the call, and then the doctor was like, we can schedule your induction for whenever. And I was like, the third.
Yeah, September 3rd.
Because I was, I think, and that was like 3 days later.
The best day to do it.
Yeah, it was the best day to do it too for us.
That Friday. It was Friday, September 3rd. Yep.
Yeah. What's happening?
It was great.
She's young. She's
so cute. And it was great timing too, because, Summer, was born super late at night. That's when she was actually delivered. It was like over past 3 a.m. That night. I think it was like Tuesday night, maybe, into Wednesday. But she was, they knew she was giving birth. It was in the morning. We were there like all day, and it wasn't until the evening, the late evening, at like 9 o'clock, I believe, where, Autumn came out.
Fast forward to the end, I guess.
Yeah, fast forward to the end. Sorry, we're going to backtrack there. But
let's backtrack.
Yeah, let's go back.
But it was great that it was going to do it in the morning, because then we knew we were going to be there all day, and then, like you said, the nighttime.
Yeah, it's daytime. We were rested. We were ready for this. The hospital was fantastic.
Yeah, doing this while we're talking.
Yeah.
All right, so we could talk about the morning. Okay, so with Summer's pregnancy, everything was so fast, so I didn't have time to be nervous. But with this baby, Autumn, I keep saying this baby, we already know her name. With Autumn, I was so nervous. Obviously, I knew everything was going to be good, but I still was very nervous. Every pregnancy, I feel like a lot of women are nervous, because you just never know what you're going to do, what's going to happen. So that morning, we just prepared ourselves. And it was also, we were leaving Summer too, so it's like so sad.
I know, it was sad. Summer was here with, we had Ruth's parents over, they were watching her.
Yeah.
And
as much as nervous that I was also super excited, because it meant that my hyperemesis was going to be gone. I was going to be able to be back to normal, eat food, drink regular water, and I was going to be, I just wasn't going to be nauseous and sick and miserable anymore. So I was very excited for that. So the morning, you stepped in a little bit, actually. We were a little bit, not late. I wouldn't say we were late to the hospital. But
that's right. We had scheduled, I think, to be there around 8 or 9 in the morning. We arrived there like 15 minutes, half
before.
An hour. No, after.
Yeah, after.
We were scheduled. I dropped her off. It was fine. I wasn't allowed in, so I went back home. And then they said, Ruth said, she'll call me when to come in.
Yeah.
Excuse me, so it was just like a couple hours later.
Yeah,
I came in.
And the reason why they didn't allow him in immediately is because the hospitals, the birthing rooms or whatever was filled up for that day. They were waiting for some women to leave.
Yeah.
The nurse was like, you picked the best day to come, because
Fridays,
all the women decided to have a baby.
On Fridays, for whatever reason. Friday's a popular day.
Interesting.
Yeah, so eventually she just waited, and then she finally got a room or a space.
Yeah.
And, I got a call from her later, and she's like, okay, you can come to the hospital.
Okay. And then with me, what they did was they just put in I forgot the name of it, but it's like a medicine. They put it inside just to soften the cervix. And I was already 2 centimeters dilated, so it was very easy to just say, this baby's definitely coming. The doctor was like, this baby's coming tonight.
She got a head start.
Yeah.
And if you guys, speaking of the 2 centimeter dilation, in another video that we did, where, you know, I felt the pain, pregnancy of giving birth. That was one of her questions, where she said, oh, how dilated does the cervix get? And I swear, like, you know, I said 30 centimeters because
you said 25.
25.
How many centimeters you have to be fully dilated?
Tend to start 25 when you're giving birth. The baby comes out, you're 25 centimeters dilated.
Are you sure? 25 centimeters dilated?
Yeah, sure. It opens up big.
Let me turn out.
Oh my god, what's wrong with you?
Whatever, because I remember giving birth, like, it's open, you know, a baby's got to pass through there, so, like, why can't my head? She's like, no, it's 10, like, even to this day, I'm trying to figure that out, but, because I didn't look down there, you know, when she gave birth, I did it with Summer, I was like,
you did it with Summer,
you
said
you know. I know what it looks like, and I'm sure it was very beautiful.
You really didn't see it?
It was miraculous. I mean, I saw some of it. I didn't see
the
like
head
a
coming
direct.
out?
Well, I saw from. I didn't look like this way coming out. I looked this way, so I saw it coming out this way. I didn't want to see directly into it.
Oh, were you scared?
Because no, I wasn't scared. It's just something that, you know.
You just saw it once. You just didn't want to see it again.
It's not. I wouldn't put it like that.
Yeah.
I just said, you know, yeah, I've seen it once. I understand what it looks like and everything. I mean, it's not. It's just. You know, I didn't need to see from that angle. I chose a different angle.
Just a different
You
angle.
know, Summer and Autumn, I love them both equally.
Look, she's looking. You look at the look she's looking at you right now with like this.
Daddy, how could you? Yeah. Oh my God, you guys should see this. You see the expression on her face. It's priceless.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they put in the thing, the medicine, and then I was feeling some contractions, but it wasn't bad at all. And then they moved us to the labor and delivery room. And then once they moved us to the labor and delivery room, and then I started feeling a little bit more contractions, but it wasn't nothing. I knew the real one was coming, so
yeah, no, that was.
It was when they broke my water.
Well, even
once they broke my water.
Oh yeah, that's right. The intervals when she got like, I got so scared, and you know, I see on the machine that you know details or. You know, illustrates the contractions, whatever. I saw like the pain go up or the contractions, whatever. And Ruth, you know, I was like, oh my God. I was like, oof. I was thinking, I couldn't deal with this. Like, you know, not better you than me, but I was like, oh man, I feel so bad for you, Ruth. Like,
yeah.
And really quick side note, she actually smiled. That was like her first big smile I saw when you handed her off to me. She actually smiled. Autumn smiled. It was so cute. That was like her first real smile to me. I think you said you saw some smiles before. But
yeah, but that's like, I don't think she really realizes she's smiling.
Yeah,
but
this was
a
real one, yeah.
Look at you.
I was so happy.
So, yeah, once my water broke, then my contractions became like regular, like I think every 2 minutes. And that's when like, I don't want to say the word, but it broke loose. I was like, I am ready to have the epic, what?
You always, just go on.
What did I do?
No, the way you describe some things, I don't want to
I
visualize
said I was going to say
this.
hell broke loose. That's all.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant
God.
like broke loose, like oof, down there, like broke loose.
Derek Deshiter.
I don't know. Well, the way you describe things to me, you put in these
How else am I
details.
supposed to describe
Make
it
it
to
too
you?
vivid. I don't want to think of these things, all right? I know it's a
Can we
beautiful thing. It's a
continue? Can we
miracle of
continue?
nature, but
Anyway, I didn't want to say the H word on YouTube. That's why.
okay.
So then I knew immediately when they broke my water. I was like, the pain is coming. And every 2 minutes, that's when I was like, and then they asked me, they're like, do you want epidural? I'm like, yes. Because the first time it happened with Summer, they took too long. And then they had Summer, Derek get out of the room, and the lady was crazy mean. And she was like, sit still. I'm like, I'm literally dying. You tell me to sit still. I can't sit still. So this time I was like, you better ask for it now. So I just like, get it now. And then they're like, the guy's going to be coming in 10 minutes. I'm like, 10 minutes. And then one day, the guy came in. I'm not sure. I don't think I showed that part. But it was a part where it felt like the longest wait of my life. I also kept asking him, when are you going to be done? When are you going to be done? Every like minute I was asking, when are you going to be done?
Yeah.
Or when are you going to start? Because he was like, and then he was like, I have to still put my stuff together. I have to get my stuff. I have to get this. I'm like, hurry up. And then between contractions, and then obviously the hard part is.
I think she's sleeping.
Ready?
You want to put her down? I think she purposely
I will
sleeping.
hold her a little bit more before so she stays up.
She's so perfect. Look at her, guys. Oh my God, she's our angel.
All right, so then and then once they were gonna put it in, I couldn't move, and that's the hard part. So I was like, how am I supposed to not move when I'm having an intense contractions that I'm just literally in pain. Like, and
Pain.
I have a high pain tolerance, guys. I have a high,
She does, yeah.
extremely high. So I was literally shaking. I was praying to God. I'm like, please hurry up before my next contractions come. So when my next contraction comes, and I'll be like, okay, God, go there. Okay, now go, guys. And then he'll put it in, and he was trying to do it. I'm like, you better hurry because the next one is coming. Eventually, they did it, and then I felt much better. Yeah, Derek came back in.
Yeah, giving birth also feels like forever. Like it just felt super long. But yeah, I came back in. She was good.
Yeah, and
you
then
know.
the doctor came in. The doctor was like, well, now that you're more relaxed now, it probably be a few hours until you have a baby, because right now he checked me, I was 6 centimeters dilated. And I told him, I'm like, hey, by the way, with my oldest daughter, I went from 6 to 10 in like 15, 20 minutes. And he was laughing. He was like basically laughing. He's like, no, that never happened. He didn't believe it. And what happened?
But then sure enough, it happened. Like Ruth contracted, and you know the nurse had to get him because he was like, I'll be back in half an hour, 45 minutes. And Ruth's like, and then the nurse checked, and she's like, oh, let's get the doctor. The doctor came in. It's like, oh, I guess
we told Derek though. What did I tell you? I was like, I feel like I need to take a poo.
Yeah, you said I feel like.
And
I
that's
need
how you
to-
know.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, she feels like she needs to. You said.
Yeah, I think you did take a poo though, didn't you?
No,
Just
I
like
didn't.
With Summer.
No, Derek. Thank you.
What?
Why don't you
It's
tell
fine.
everybody
Some
what happened?
Women have to go. I mean, it's fine. It's
Yeah,
okay.
it's just
something
a
to be
body
embarrassed
releasing
about.
the stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Yeah.
fine. There's no reason
But
to
no,
be
I
embarrassed.
didn't. I just felt like I needed to, because remember I didn't eat anything the night before, and then the day I had only a few bites of that.
I don't remember now.
I didn't even know I ate anything, so I was
So
my
weird.
body was very
It was
empty.
only a couple of months ago, but for some reason,
No,
like
it was
so
2
many.
months ago.
I know so many things happen. It's just kind of.
But anyway, so once I told you I needed to poo, and then you remember you said to the doctor, it's like, she wants to defecate. I'm like,
Yeah,
why are
I
you
know,
using that
defecate,
stupid
yeah.
word?
I think she needs to defecate. Or she feels she needs to
And then the
defecate.
doctor was laughing. I looked at him. I'm like, oh, I'm so
Could
embarrassed.
be a professional term.
Yeah.
I guess you could say. Or,
Derek is
yeah.
always professional, guys. When he is like
Something, the official
not
term. Defecate.
on video, he's so professional.
Poo. Poo was
But
so
anyway, then that's when he knew. He came in, he put on his outfit, and they were rushing. They were like, the baby is coming. And the thing is, though, someone asked me, oh, so the epidural, it takes away all the pain. I'm like, no. It takes away the period, like, cramps on your stomach. But everything down there still hurts. Like, you still feel pressure. You still feel pain. You still feel like your bones are breaking apart. Like, you feel everything. So obviously when I was pushing and stuff, I was like, oh my gosh, when is this going to be over? I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I can't do it. And every push, I'll be like, I can't do this.
Yeah, I remember.
And then they'll
We
tell
were
me
counting. We're like
they're
1,
counting,
2,
2, 3. You can see the
We're, like,
video.
really trying to get her going, you know.
But between the pushes, I was like, I was like, God, I don't think I can do this. It was so painful. I was like, I don't think it's like, when is the head going to come out? I kept asking, when is the head going to come out?
And then even when she was crowning, like it was still, you know.
Yeah.
It took
When
a
she was
long time for
crying-
the head to come out. and,
Yeah, but I said not like an hour. It took like, when we say a long time, it's like 20 minutes. Because when people will take 24 hours to push.
Yeah, no, yeah, something.
Some
like
people
that,
take
I
like a
forgot,
long
yeah.
time to push.
Yeah,
So-
we're lucky in that respect.
We were very lucky.
So, phew, she got her out.
The head come out, and then they said the shoulders, and then the guy, doctor was like, she has broad shoulders. I'm like, oh,
She had
thank
broad
you.
Shoulder. She was kind of big. She was like 8
Yeah.
pounds 3 ounces, I think.
Yeah.
She was pretty good, and then you know she had to do the afterbirth and whatever.
Oh yeah, because when the baby came out, I was like, okay, I'm done. And then I was wondering what we're still doing down there, and then we're like, oh, we have to still push on the placenta. I'm like, oh yeah, there is that placenta too.
Right.
So that took an extra 10 minutes to push out. I had to like
It's
contract
not
to
that
push
hard
out.
though. That's
It's not
like
that hard.
nothing. Yeah, it's just
Yeah, it's
soft.
not that hard.
So you know.
Yeah, and I needed that to come out because for me to be able to feel not nauseous again because of my hyperemesis, the placenta had to come out because once the placenta came out, I went back to normal. I was like, oh my God, I feel so different. I was able to smell again and do whatever because it's like the...
It's nice because all the hormones, like the crazy hormones that cause the hyperemesis, kind of drains from
Yeah,
the body
from
as
the
well.
body.
You know.
So
Once
I started
it's
shaking.
nice.
You start
Yeah, it started
shaking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew it was
started
better.
shaking,
I knew it
so
was
like,
better.
"Ugh," just witnessing this. I'm like, "Ugh."
So then, obviously, I'm going to tell you guys, I had a 2nd degree tear. Summer, I had a 1st degree tear, a 2nd degree tear for Autumn. And then, but the doctor was really good. He stitched me out real well. Derek Dushner.
Do they really want these details?
Yes, they do. Guys, you do want these details, right? So,
Maybe the women
this
do.
stitched
They
me
come up
out.
with the men. I'm like, ugh. God.
This stitched me out real good. And, yeah, it was...
Ruth,
But the thing is, I'll tell you something about this one. This was much better because with Summers, when they stitched me up, I was like, I told the doctor, I'm like, I can feel everything. I could feel the needle going in, coming out. I was like, I need more like anesthesia because I can feel everything. But this one, I couldn't feel anything. So everything was good. And then, yeah, I feel like my recovery for this baby, or for Autumn, I keep saying this baby, for Autumn was much, much better than Summer, because with Summer
you had that other thing too happen to you, right? Yeah, the pops.
The pops, I had it for a month and a half after she was born. I was itching all day, all night,
itching,
midnight.
So you're scratching the itches.
Scratching my itches, and then my body, my skin.
You broke out.
I broke out with sores all over my skin.
She looks so gross, guys.
I look so bad.
You look nasty. I was like, oh,
thank you, Derek. Gross and nasty. Thank you.
I was like, look at that flesh. Oof. I'm like, I'm sleeping on the other bed tonight. Just kidding, guys. I'm just joking. I'm joking.
This boy.
I still cuddled her.
Yeah,
right,
so
baby?
because of that, I have like
uneven.
uneven. I still have 3-4 years later. I still have uneven skin. Some discoloration on my skin.
Like
it really did a number on me.
Sure did.
But with Autumn, it was much more better,
It was
and
so worth it.
everything heals.
We had everything healed. Plus, the net result being Summer and Autumn.
Beautiful
Priceless miracles, you know?
Yeah.
I would lose an arm for them. I would be a quadriplegic if I had to be. For my two daughters. I would do anything. Yeah, so I mean, they're well worth it.
But that's it, guys.
But better you than me, you know, honestly, guys. Because me giving them that, it's not gonna. So, you did great, babe. You did great.
Thank you. Alright, so we're back.
Alright, guys.
Autumn is sleeping.
Autumn is sleeping now, yeah.
And,
Well, with that volume of voice, she's gonna wake up, so let's lower it a little bit, babe, okay? I'm sure they could hear us.
what do I do to this man? Everybody tell me in the comments down below.
Oh, they already know. Wow.
Yeah.
That is the story of Autumn. And now she's here. She's almost 2 months, right? She was born September 3rd, and soon gonna be 2 months. And yeah, we're super lucky. She's super precious.
She's smiling right now.
She's smiling. She knows we're talking about her. She is so adorable.
And this time around, I feel like we were not normal. Well, not normal. Nervous. Because the first time with Summer, obviously, that's my first time caring for her. Very nervous for her. And
I think it's so, yeah, it's true. Like, you even see commercials that kind of like make fun of like parents, whatever. The first child, everyone's like, oh my God, you're on like code red all the time. We have a second child, you're like, it's okay. It's true, like, you know, I mean, not to say like, you know, we're not relaxed in any manner whatsoever. I mean, we always are super on top of things, but you know, we're just not as anxious and nervous as we were with Summer. We're a lot more comfortable.
Remember with Summer, when we were going to hospital, we took like 1 million bags with us.
Yeah.
And we never used any of them. And then this time we're like, we're only taking like a little tiny luggage for you, me, and the baby, all in one tiny luggage, not a big one.
Mm-hmm.
And even that, we still didn't use everything. So we're just more, you know.
Yeah. Look at her now.
More chill.
She's awake now again. She's moving around. I love the way babies move. I think it's one of my favorite things. Like, they just don't know what they're doing. They're just like, you know, their movements are so random.
Yeah.
There's really no, you know, they just move. I don't know, their legs, their arms, their hands, their fingers.
Yeah.
It's so adorable. Their head.
Anyway, I think this is the end of the video.
All right, yeah, that's it.
We love you.
Yes, we love you guys, and
let us know if you have any questions.
Yeah, let us know anything, and you know, thanks YouTube. We love you guys, and we'll see you later.
We'll see you guys.
Bye. Bye.